Howdy folks, Spencer here, and today I want to go over the latest batch of news for STO on both PC and console. As always, chapters are listed down below. The first bit of news for today is that there's an Admiralty bonus event running on all platforms up through December 21st, so if you have any characters you're trying to level up your Admiralty campaigns on, now's a good time to go in and spam as many Admiralty missions as you can. And for those of us on PC, the recent patch on December 14th brought in some new items to the Mud Store, the Akar's Vengeance console, which is not anything that notable, the Coalition Repulsor armor, which is also nothing that special, and then the Nadarian Defender, which does have some interesting applications, but it's not the most popular ship due to the AFK playstyle associated with it. Now, alongside to these items being introduced into the Mud Store, they did also start up a 75% sale for all of the non-bundle items in the Mud Store. That is going to be running up through December 18th. So if you've had anything you've been keeping an eye on, this is as good of a sale as we tend to see. However, don't feel pressured to take advantage of this sale because there will likely be another flash sale sometime in the next week or two that's probably going to have a very similar discount for the Muds items. So if you don't have the money right now, don't worry. This stuff will be on sale again here, probably before the end of the year. And as we approach the end of the year, we're starting to see some of the Zen sales pop up. For those of you over on Xbox, there is a 20% Zen discount now live up through January 1st. However, the blog for this is a little bit weird. So right now it says that the 20% discount is only there for the $10 and $50 Zen packages. So if you play over on Xbox, please leave a comment down below letting me know if this is actually just for those Zen packages or if this is just some weird typo and it is actually for all of the Zen packages like the Zen sales normally would be. For those of you over on PlayStation, there's no sale active yet, but I would expect a similar sale to go live sometime next week. And for those of us on PC, there is currently no Zen sale active on either Arc or Steam. However, if you play through Epic or you manage to get your account linked to Epic earlier this year, there is a Zen sale running over there. It is a 20% discount on the price of the Zen package versus the increased Zen that you would get with the Steam or Arc options. This does end up being better than the Arc or Steam sale prices, so with everything going on here with the Epic sales, you're getting up to 18.3% more Zen per dollar spent going through Epic rather than Steam or Arc. So if you have an Epic linked account, definitely take advantage because on top of that 20% discount, what's making it such a good deal right now is that they also have 10% cash back as Epic rewards, and you can use that cash back that you get to buy more Zen through the Epic Game Store. So if you have a linked account, definitely take advantage. And if you do pick up any Zen or any games through Epic during the holiday sales that they have going on over there, please remember to use creator code CasualSab at checkout. CASUALSAB would be very much appreciated. Now, on top of the Zen sale going on there is some other really good game sales going on. So if you go to the Epic main page here, they have an Epic coupon for 33% off. This is only usable on games, not on add-ons, so you can't use it on the Zen. But if you had any games you were wanting to pick up that total more than $15 in your cart, then this coupon can give you record low prices for some games. So if you wanted to pick up Star Trek Resurgence, for example, the Star Trek narrative game that dropped earlier this year, that's currently on sale for $24, but once you go to the main page, hit the Epic coupon and hit the blue button to claim that coupon, you can get that game for $16 with the sale that they have going on right now. So lots of really good prices for games, and if you've had any like recent AAA games you've been interested in, definitely take a look at the Epic sales going on right now. And again, remember to use code CasualSab at checkout. It is very much appreciated. And next up is some patch recap. So back on December 5th, for those of us on PC, they had increased the maximum camera distance on space maps to help us fly larger ships like the Borg Assimilator, And alongside that, it appears to have reset a lot of your settings. So if you've noticed that your camera's shaking or your weapons aren't auto firing like they normally would, you're going to want to go through, take a look at your options again, and just make sure everything is how it was prior to the winter event going live. Whatever they did in that patch associated with this, just set a bunch of things back to default. And with the patch on December 14th, they resolved some issues that were causing some game crashes, and they made it so that the Temerian has the correct ship icon. And as some of you have probably seen over the past 2 weeks, this very old bug has returned, and you can see a picture of it here over on Reddit from Swiftwind. And what happens is you will load into space as your character. And back in the day, what also happened with this bug is you could load into a ground map as your ship. I haven't seen any footage of that in the past 2 weeks, but if you have seen someone on a ground map moving around as a ship, please let me know. It would be really nice to get some up-to-date footage of that. That was always a really interesting bug. But for this one here, loading into space as your character, you can still move around and all that, so it's interesting. I don't know if that's going to be fixed here by the end of the year. As we approach this time of the year, Cryptic is typically heading out for their holiday break, so this bug is probably going to be here for us to mess around with for probably the next 3 or so weeks. And next up, there's some giveaways over on Discord for those of you on PC. So on the Casual Sab Discord, there's a 100% T6 coupon that was donated by Blastin' Blaster. There's a crafted plasma omni beam from Captain Frick. There's a set of 3 T6X upgrade tokens from August. And there's a TAC round starter kit courtesy of EPNIV. So if you want to enter any of those giveaways, go to the giveaways channel in the Casual Sab Discord and hit the little blue party icon thing here below whichever giveaways you want to enter for. Some of these are going to be ending a couple hours after this news video goes out, and some of these do still have a week or so left. And there's some more giveaways over on the Builds Discord. So there's a lot of channels in here. If you're having trouble finding the giveaways channel, go to the channel shortcut thing at the very top and look for giveaways here. And what we have over here is a tier 6 promo ship choice pack courtesy of Boggle. There's a Lobby ship of your choice, also courtesy of Boggle. And then there's 3 more of the T6X upgrade tokens courtesy of Darth Dragonborn. Again, if you want to enter for any of these, just hit the blue party icon below each of the giveaways that you're interested in participating in. And the final topic for today is with regards to the 3D printed chips from Integral Reality Labs. There's a bit of controversy surrounding this product launch, so I want to break down the developments for each of the controversies. Number 1, was this actually allowed by Cryptic? Cryptic has not yet put out an official announcement. However, IRL is Gameprint. Gameprint had a partnership with Cryptic for most of the past 6 to 7 years, so it's not much of a stretch to imagine that they do have a partnership going on still, allowing them to do this launch. IRL wants to be able to work with other companies moving forward, and I can't imagine them doing a release without having approval from the game company, so I don't think there's anything to worry about in that regard. The second controversy is surrounding the USS Pacifica, which was a player-submitted ship to Gameprint from Fragrance Free Vaseline, and I know Fragrance has been contacting them on Facebook, and I don't know if anything has been worked out there, but they have been in communication, so Fragrance, please let us know if anything actually comes of that discussion you're having with them. And the third bit of controversy is surrounding IRL's history with NFTs. NFTs are not a very popular thing. Crypto in general, it's had mixed appeal over the past couple of years, but NFTs specifically had a fairly negative meme reaction from many, many people. And IRL was pushing NFTs at one point. However, For the STO launch here and all of their other lines, they have stated that they have moved away from NFTs. However, their website has not been updated to clarify that. You can go on their website right now and find multiple pages that do reference NFTs. So, if they really have moved away from them, they should go through and get their website updated. Now, one of the other things here is that their new line of products, the ships and the little Pokemon card things that they're doing, these are called smart collectibles, and that has also caused a bit of confusion. And basically what it is that there's an NFC tag embedded in the base or the ship or something, and when you put your phone up against it, it will connect to their app and show you information about your ship. So I'm not sure what the long term relevance of that is going to be, but they do want to go in and expand the functionality of that app so that you can do some other things with it. They're talking about gamification, and I don't know exactly what they mean by that. I tried to listen to some of the Twitter space they did a couple months ago just to get an idea on things, and I'll play a clip from that here in a minute or two. But the smart collectible stuff just doesn't really make much sense to me. Now, one of the other things that they did respond to in the past week is the lack of customization on these ships. So they have changed it so you can at least go in and customize the ship name and registration. So if you are interested in one of these ships, these are comparable to the 8 to 9-inch models that they did back in the day with game print, and you just don't get to customize the skin, but you can customize the ship name and registration. So while you don't have the same level of access to do 3D printing with STO ships as you did before, this is better than there being, literally no option. Now, the prices are still high. It's $100 for a ship and then $40 for the little Pokemon card thing. I'm not sure what type of appeal these little slate card things are going to have, to be honest. If these look interesting to you, please let me know down below. I'm not sure how many of you are going to care about that, but that's the thing if you're interested. And before I play that clip from Twitter, if this is legitimately something that interests you and you're willing to spend this type of money on it, they do currently have a sale going on. So if you add any of these ships to your cart, you'll get the associated slate with it for free. And they have a code for 15% off that is running through the weekend. So it ends on Sunday, and it is STOG, and that is going to be an additional 15% off at checkout. So if one of these is legitimately of interest to you, then there's some sales going on, but I think for most of you, you're probably going to want to wait and just see what all happens with this and their smart collectible stuff before you go in and spend that type of money on it. So here is the clip now, and I'll give some commentary afterwards.
Are
Yeah. So, we first of all, there's a lot of history on how the smart collectibles are created. I mean, with the Assassin's Creed line and with all other future lines, these assets are the actual assets they used in the games, right? So there is actually, like, I own a piece of game history here, that you're printing out. It's your print. You customize it the way you want it to, and there's a lot of vision on that part of it. Just that core loop is a cool part. The other thing that we want to do with Smart Collectibles is, oh, you want to bring more accessories or more rare things and more discovery and everything else to your collectible experience. We're going to be starting to drop different packs, accessories, and other things that we're going to bring into the equation. Sorry, let me shut that Slack down. That we're going to bring into the equation here very shortly, which gives a new experience, like more discovery. But where we're really going to go with this is that once you bring your smart collectible in, and we have a really cool pipeline on how we do this, we bring in a whole bunch of different interactive elements once you get your collectible. And so we have a mobile app in development. You tap your collectible. Well, first version is just going to be open up. Oh, here's what your collectible. This is authentic. Here's what it is. Second, we're going to start bringing in different elements into the collector's journey, and depending on the IP, we'll start bringing game experiences along with the collectibles that will be, really what we want. What our vision is those smart collectibles become little cold wallets, right? They start holding the data of what you're doing within that game and that experience. And so you're truly bringing um, all of your achievements and all the things that you have along with you in that physical item, which gives it true value. And that's a vision of where we're going to be going with the smart collectibles.
Yeah, I don't know what all to think of that. I did reach out to them. I said, with if they really want to market these things to the still player base, like reach out to some of the content creators, send some samples out, let us show people what exactly they're trying to do here. Because right now, some of this is a bit confusing. Some of this just doesn't seem like it really has that much practical value. I imagine, we're not going to be able to see too many. I don't think we're going to see any in-game benefits from, having one of these things connected to track progress or whatever. So I don't know. But it sort of sounds like their idea is comparable to like the amiibos from Nintendo, which I saw mentioned on the Reddit comments quite a bit. I don't know what practical use this is going to have, but I'd be interested to try it out and see exactly what they're trying to do with it. So let me know what you think of all this down below. I think it's a bit different. I'm not entirely opposed to having the 3D prints available. But I really don't understand the slate things for this. I don't know what type of reception they're going to have for that. So let me know your thoughts down below. That's going to be it for today. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys around.